Well, I've decided to leave today's video till a little bit later on, but now I've got lawnmowers, children and wind to contend with, and huskies, so I'm hoping you can hear me okay. We've throughout Europe and England we've got guys on golf courses, which is fantastic. Unfortunately not here in Scotland, and the fact that we are still in lockdown has forced me to get the net out so I can actually hit a golf ball into the net. And I just thought I'd share a little bit of video that I would be how I'd be going about some of my practice. And I've decided to hit the same shot in two different ways. So I'm going to hit a draw, and I'm going to swing the club to the right on both, obviously, but on one of them I'm going to close the club face on the downswing but not on the backswing, and then the second one I'm going to have the club face closed all the way back and all the way through. So one of them I'm going to work the club face and one of them I'm not. I'm going to try and swing them both to the right. You can see the yellow pole indicating, it's a golf nail indicating the direction I'm trying to swing the club on. So it's quite a long way right, and the feeling is a long way right, but you'll notice when I hit them that they won't start anywhere near that direction. Well, I hope not. Or next door neighbours getting it. And it's just an exercise again in attention. I'm trying to keep my awareness on the club, seeing what I can do with it, exploring that, and then I can make a judgment. Now, it's not about, now we've got the police coming. Maybe it's the technical police coming. I'm not suggesting to you go and do this. Some of you will love to go and have a go at this, and that's fantastic, but I don't want you to copy me. I don't want you to try and set up like me. I don't want you to explore these exact exercises like me, but I do want you to be finding a task that's suitable to you and keep your attention on the club. It can be very simple or it can be very complex and challenging, and that'll probably come down to the level of ability that you have just now, your current skill set, and what you feel comfortable with, although feel a little bit uncomfortable. The other thing that you should be happening now is you should have been going to the golf course and probably hitting a few speed bumps, especially if you've been trying to explore this on the course. You might be thinking, this doesn't work, or that's stupid, I can't do this, I'm going to go back to what I do and I'll do it later. Unfortunately, all that's going to do is put things off, just a bit like, I'm not going to go to the gym today, or I'm not going to exercise today, or I'm too sore after yesterday, so I'll leave it, and the next thing is you've stopped doing the exercises. So if you believe what I believe, if you can see the sense and learning to use the tools more effectively, then you've got to hang on in there, and that is not easy. It's simple but not easy. So let me know if you're having challenges and I'll help in any way I can. So back to my task today. 2 draws, hit different ways. I'm going to do the first one. I'm going to work the club on the downswing, so it'll be square to the yellow line on the backswing, closing on the downswing. Sometimes this leads, for me anyway, this can lead to a toe strike sometimes, and I need a few shots to adjust and actually find the exact feel that I need to hit the shot sweetly. But I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to hit one shot. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. I'll just move on to the next one. So manipulated, worked draw on the first one, and a passive, constant face-to-path relationship on the second one. All demanding different setups and quite a different experience. Let's give it a go. So I need to swing this to the right. So the first thing I'm doing is finding a position where I can swing it to the right. About there. And now I'm going to just work the club in the downswing. So let's give it a go. Probably see in the net where it hit, nowhere near the path. Next one, constantly close, so I'm regripping, swing it to the right with the club face facing forward. Probably similar, maybe a little bit further right on the impact point of the net. So as far as my bit of the deal was concerned, I stuck pretty well to my commitment. Probably it would get a little bit deeper if I did it a few more times, but I was in there. They were hit very differently. The clubs was delivered very differently. The setup was different because it required to be different. So that, imagine hitting same shots in different ways. Why would you do that? Well, it just opens up the possibility of choice. So you guys can decide. I would say on tour, a lot of the guys like to work the club to hit the draws and fades slightly. Some guys might not, but there's no right and wrong. You've got to find this out for yourself. It's your game, you need to own it. But that's just a little bit of an insight into how I'm going to do my practice. I want to tidy up those strikes. I want to explore being a bit more extreme with my path and my deliveries, just to see how it feels, and I can see the impact on the back net, so I can get a sense of where it would launch. They both went right, but they definitely did not start as far right as that pole, and that's because when I close the club face, the face is a much more is very impactful on where the ball launches, so it tends to want to launch closer to the club face than the path. So that's today's exercise. Even if you're in a net at home and you can hit golf balls, explore, mess about, just be close enough to the net in case you do hit the odd hosel, because you might, that you don't take out the kitchen window. So that's us exploring with real golf balls, trying to pay attention, and trying to pay attention for the entirety of the swing, and that's a challenge. You might be noticing that your attention is pretty good for part of the swing, then it diminishes. Can we keep it committed and intention, that have the attention close to your intention throughout the swing? You'll find maybe when you go to the course that diminishes further, so it really is a skill to be able to keep yourself on track, focused on that. To do that little exercise, I've got no attachment to the outcome. I know there is no outcome, but even if there was no net there, I can't be attached to the outcome. That is not the task. The task is to really sense what's happening, and then I can make sense of the outcome. Because if I know what I did with the club, I can alter it on the next one. You've heard it all before, I appreciate, but that was me just bringing it to life a little bit. And the good news is I now need to go and cut the grass to hide the evidence from my wife. But that's a small price to pay. Alright, hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.